This man is Kenton Knepper, and Kenton Knepper is a mentalism, magic and mystery arch genius. My name by birth, Alex William Smith. I'm better known as Jonathan Royal Hypnotist, formerly known as Alex-Leroy of magicalguru.com, and I'm about to review Kenton Knepper's encyclopedic book, Kenton's Principles. But first, a few reasons why I feel qualified to review this book. This book, Q by Kenton Knepper, inspired me and led to the release of two products. Clear Thought's Mentalism, which Kenton kindly contributed to, and Mobile Magic, which again Kenton kindly contributed to, and as with Clear Thought's Mentalism, gave his blessing on the release because, as I say, both of these products were and are inspired by ideas Kenton published in Q. During 2011, ROYLE'S Hypnomentalism, and 2012, 2013, and into 2014, ROYLE'S Hypnomentalism, various items of mine were stocked on Kenton's website. 3 of those items were my book Confessions of a Hypnotist, my book Confessions of a Showbiz Celebrity, and my book Confessions of a Celebrity Psychic. In early 2014, I removed those versions from the market, and that's the reason why Kenton stopped stocking them on his site, because I found a way to publish them as real books way cheaper, and now they're on world sale via Amazon, but now under new names. So the Encyclopedia of Hypnotherapy, Stage Hypnosis and Complete Mind Therapy was formerly Confessions of a Hypnotist. Code Reading and Mentalism for the Psychic Entertainer is an expanded version of Confessions of a Celebrity Psychic. And Confessions of a Psychic Hypnotist is the Showbiz Celebrity book. In terms of the psychic book, I'm proud to say that Kenton Knepper said, a collection sure to upset many mentalist and psychic entertainers with its revelations and details. And in terms of my hypnosis encyclopedia, he kindly said some of my own favourite material and ruses are in this book. It's a steal. And of course, those books were stocked on his website for several years. I'm also incredibly proud that, as well as Kenton having kindly contributed to my Clear Thought's Mentalism and Mobile Magic releases, that I was able to contribute to his Killer Conceptions 2010 publication, which goes beyond his famous Colossal Killer. Indeed, you'll find the link above or below this video to the Wonder Wizard's website for the Killer Conceptions complete set, which is unreservedly recommended. For less than $50, you get a bumper package of materials. And among them, you'll learn my hypnotic killer and my sign bending and straightening coin routine. And as you can see, there's material and routines from people like Doug Henning, Doc Hilford, D. Christopher, John Archer, Fraser Parker, Kenton. Who's that Jonathan Royal guy? Jonathan Royal proudly presents a review of the new book by Kenton Knepper, Kenton's Principles. Ta-da! Actually, I purposely did that because that's kind of everything that's wrong with magic and mentalism, and not realising that deeper meanings, emotional connections, and creating different levels of thought and experience are far more important than Ta-da! Which is quite apt really, because in this book, which is 785 large pages, I mean, you get the idea. This is what they call in England, well, it's around A4 size. It's big. It's big. You get the idea. But it's not a case of quantity versus quality. That question doesn't come in. You get both of those things with this book, Kenton's Principles, from Kenton Knepper, available from wonderwizards.com. It is a compilation of a lot of his previous works, okay, including Genuine Amazement, Anti-Tada, Elusive Mysteries, Indirect Meaning, Secrets of Indirection, It's Suggestion, Mystery by Association. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there, notes from students of the Secret School, together with bonus stuff from, well, many of Kenton's students who've applied the principles that are taught in this book to their routines, their ideas, their performances, and growing their success in the mystery arts, which is something that you too will be able to do when you look at the link above or below this video and order yourself a copy of this Bible of magic and mentalism performance, because that's exactly what this is. It is huge, as you can see. Because it's a hardback book, it's somewhat difficult for me to flick through, but I'm not going to stop so you can read anything, but I want you to realise that there is illustrations in here. There are photographs, not for the sake of it, but when you need them, okay? And what you also get, you get access to 3 videos that were recorded at Jeff McBride's Magic and Mystery School in Las Vegas, where Kenton Knepper gave some talks to the students. One of them was on the subjects of genuine amazement and secrets of indirection. Another talk was on Anti-Tada and the fact that, you know, sometimes it's not all about standing ovations. In fact, sometimes getting a standing ovation would mean, if you got one immediately, it would mean that the potential massive levels of emotional connection and impact you could have made have actually been missed. Whereas if certain principles were applied, which you can obviously learn within the pages of this book, then there would be a slight time delay from the final effect, reveal, or whatever, before getting that standing ovation, if that's the benchmark you're looking at. But there being a moment where people have to process things emotionally means that it's had more of an impact on them. And that's just scraping the surface of stuff that's in here. This is not a hypnotic suggestion that my arm's getting heavy like a book, a pile of books, weighing it down. It doesn't need a pile of books. This one book alone is the only book you need to enhance your performance skills and approach, and the results you get, and also word of mouth, because you will create greater emotional connections with your audiences and more impactful performances that will lock into their psyche and be remembered, and more importantly talked about as enjoyable, memorable experiences that they will share with people. That means that your name will spread far and wide. It's the reason why a magician bending a spoon and making tines bend and it twist and ending up knotting up and stuff, no disrespect to people like Morgan Strebler and Liquid Metal, but it's the reason why there's a world of difference between that and Uri Geller, who it just bends a teeny bit, but he gets so excited about it and he gets the enthusiasm up of those around him, and he pushes out the fact and the idea that Those people have helped give their energy to make that cutlery bend, and in fact it can happen in their own homes, and we all have this power. There is a reason why Uri, for example, is arguably and most likely the most publicised mystery arts performer, I'll say, although some would say magician or mentalist, but mystery arts performer in history. And without a doubt, reading this book, it is full of psychological principles, physical principles, non-verbal principles, linguistic principles, you name it. This is pure gold, and you cannot fail, especially in conjunction with the video on genuine amazement and indirection, the video on anti-tada, and the video about its suggestion, which interweave and build on what you'll learn within the pages of this book. You are guaranteed, assuming that you put it into action, because knowledge, to say knowledge is power, that's not true. Applied knowledge is power. It's no good just having it in your mind. You actually have to put it out there and take action and put it to use in the real world. This will mean rethinking a lot of the ways you perform magic and mentalism, but it will be worth it. That is the secret of true art, that you've got to go within, make changes, and this is the book that will help you to achieve that without doubt. Go to wonderwizards.com. The direct link to this book page is above or below this video, but there are other books there as well. Hidden Influence, the mind reading lessons. The bottom line is, having spent decades in the magic and mentalism and hypnosis industries, and having during that time had the separate individual printed manuscripts that were sold through various magic dealers over the years of Kenton's work, and having back in the day audio cassette versions of Wonder Words, I studied Kenton's material for decades, and I have put it to use in my work, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, and I've been very, very fortunate and very thankful that Kenton has kindly in the past contributed to my Clear Thoughts Mentalism release and to my Mobile Magic release, both of which were based and inspired by ideas and principles that Kenton shared in a book of his called Q, The Art of Secret Influence. The letter Q was on the cover. And yeah, in a nutshell, buy this book and get keys that will open the door to greater success in everything you do in the mystery arts. This man is Kenton Knepper, and Kenton Knepper is a mentalism, magic and mystery arts genius.